So many reasons why a sleep-safe weighted blanket can aid you, because it molds to the shape of your body, creating the sensation of being hugged or embraced. Already, doesn't that sound divine? We're going to be talking an awful lot about the principles of deep touch pressure therapy today with Shona. So it is designed to help improve your sleep quality, or your partner's sleep quality, or family members' sleep quality. Talk about all the construction. We'll talk about all about the theory behind it as well. It is ultra soft to touch, by the way, and is also machine washable. And with these sorts of items, and 100%, get on your search engine, type in weighted blanket, type in gravity blanket, and see what's said there, see what's proven there. These are worth often £300, £200, £150. And our usual price, to be fair, $99.99. So today, this morning, $39.99. 2 interest-free flexi payments. So if you wish to spread that cost, you absolutely can do. £20. For £20, this will be delivered to your door, and it might just help you get a better night's sleep. By the way, on the website idleworld.tv, we're not just talking about that renewed stock of the weighted blanket. We've also got brand new memory foam toppers on this show. We've got the 2.5 centimetre one, yes we do. We've also got that luxurious Optimum 5 centimetre topper as well, and also the Dowland twin pillows, where it's much more affordable to order 2 in that multi-buy rather than just 1. That is coming up later on. They are all discounted for you. They're all in stock right now, and they can all be divided by flexi pay as well. Hugely excited. Idleworld.tv is the website to go to. And by the way, if you're not going to go on your search engine, just go on idleworld.tv, read the reviews of exactly people's experiences with this weighted blanket. Oh, good morning, Shona.
Ah, good morning. How are you?
I'm really well. I'm so pleased to be on a show with you.
Me too. This is lovely.
We pass each other in the corridors.
Yes, we do.
We say hi, and then I go to Craft and you go to Idleworld. There's nothing more poignant. Over the last few months, it can completely, it's not irregular at all, completely affect your life if you get restless sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are so many benefits to a weighted blanket, and as Dan has already alluded to, just go and search it on the internet, because the story as to how weighted blankets came about in the first place is really quite inspirational. There's lots of medical things that we can't say, so therefore just go and have a look, because we're not trained, we're not medical professionals, that's why we're not allowed to say it, so just go and have a look. But it is based on the theory of deep touch pressure therapy. Yes. And the idea of a weighted blanket is to simulate the feeling of a human hug. Now, there isn't anything better. We all know that we feel so much better. How many times have we gone, oh, could just do with a hug, and no more than we can at the moment.
Yeah, the last few months particularly, I think we can all relate to that, can't we?
We definitely can relate to that. And it's just that sense of someone actually putting their arms around you and going, it's okay, breathe, slow down. And that's exactly what you get from a weighted blanket. The way I describe it, and the analogy that I use, is like it's kind of like an adult blankie, an adult comforter. And you remember that time? Yeah, you remember that time when you were a kid and you got into bed and Mum and Dad tucked you in. They tucked the blanket under your legs and said, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. You know, it's that feeling of safety and security where you're wrapped and cocooned. But you don't need anyone to do that. The weighted blanket will do it for you.
I think it's so poignant. So maybe it's you at home watching right now and you're thinking, actually, this is something that I could really benefit from, because I'm not sleeping as well as I'd love to, and I've had that issue for 20 years and nothing helps me. Let's try this, because it may well help you for only £20. And rather than an outlay of £200, of £100 like our usual price, it's £20 with our 60-day money-back guarantee. I also think it's very poignant, this, Shona, for whether you have offspring off to university or college, for example. Maybe it's your other half that keeps you awake, because if there's many things that run through people's head, whether it's to do with work or just general life, it can really help just calm that, can't it?
Yeah, sometimes it's just actually switching off at the end of the day. I mean, I'm very much like that. I'm sort of running on high adrenaline all day, as you know, as we are here here, you know, things are changing and people are asking you to do things at a moment's notice. And so when you get home, sometimes for me, it's quite difficult to just get into that calming, switching off zone. And for me, the weighted blanket has been an absolute godsend, because I put it over me and I suddenly think, oh, it's all right to breathe. It's all right to slow down and take some time out for myself. Weighted blankets are incredible. They really, really are. It genuinely is. When you get it home, you'll know this. It genuinely does feel like someone is throwing their arms around you and going, everything's going to be all right.
I know you're going to talk about the construction in just a second, but when we were speaking about this yesterday, I said to you, well, a weighted blanket, if we're talking about maybe older generations using this, it's like a reassurance weight. It's not heavy. It's like a couple of kilograms. But the way it's constructed, the way it's quilted together, does beautifully mould to you, but it's not like a pinning down weight. I want to emphasise that point.
Absolutely not. You're not going to feel claustrophobic. When you first get it home, and it comes in a really lovely bag, so if you are giving it as a gift, it's really, really, really nice, nicely packaged. But when you first get it, because it's all folded up, you're like, wow! You do feel that 6.9 kilos. But when you unwrap it and you pull it out like a blanket, I mean, just look at the way I'm holding that over my arm. You can see it's not claustrophobic, but there's enough weight in there to feel as if someone's holding you.
I think, as you hit the nail on the head when over the last few months, especially if you've missed a bit of interaction or a bit of just reassurance, I think is a very good word how to describe it. That's exactly what you're getting here. And 100%, whilst you're ordering, have a little Google, whatever your favourite search engine is, and type in weighted blanket. Type in, sometimes they're called gravity blankets, and see what the benefits there are. Also, keep a tiny eye on the price. That's why, for shopping this morning, after last night's sleep, after the weekend sleep, after this year's sleep, after this decade's sleep, to have the aid that something might just help you or your other half or a family member get that peaceful, rested, rejuvenated night's sleep. You cannot put a price. Well, we have £20. But you know what I mean? You can't put a price on that feeling. Now, you're clutching a jar.
I am clutching a jar. This jar is filled with the glass beads that are sewn in.
I was going to say, like, it doesn't fit. It still feels so soft, though.
Yeah, exactly, because within your microfiber covers, there's soft to touch microfiber on the outside, which makes it very tactile as a starting point. There's also then wadding in there, if you like, and your beads are in there as well. So you can see exactly there what's going on. So because of that, it's holding the beads in place so that they don't sort of drop into the corner of a little of your cartridge. They're evenly distributed, and that's what gives you that sense of a hug. You're not having to manipulate any of the beads. They're all held beautifully in place, and that gives you that sense of that gorgeous hug. It's really breathable, very, very just very touchable, very tactile,
we haven't taken our hands off it.
the whole thing. It feels a little bit like, you know, those little toys, the kids' toys, those beanie toys that sit on a shelf with their little legs hanging over.
Yeah, it's weighted and nicely proportioned.
That's how it feels. So it's still very soft and tactile. You kind of want to do that all the time because it's so lovely.
It is comforting, isn't it? It's a big blanket, by the way.
Oh,
it is a large. Should we unfold? This is for one person, but saying that, and we're on a double bed here, the sort of thing, maybe you turned it the other way around or had it this way around, you could share this with a partner?
You could, but the idea is that it is a personal item and that it kind of drapes over you, you know, and it's not meant to be instead of bed covering, and don't use it with children because it's meant to be about 10% of your weight. I mean, there are things about, you know, if it's fireworks night, if you're with your animal, you could drape it over them as well, but don't ever leave an animal or a child unattended underneath your weighted blanket.
Yeah, we've got a thing like I think it's called like a thunder blanket or something. That's for Pepper, my Cocker Spaniel.
Yes.
That sort of thing. And it's
Thunder
incredible.
vest.
Maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe you know. 5% of the brand new stock is already sold out and gone, so you're not even waiting to hear the full explanation. I think maybe people are understanding or maybe hoping to find one at a fabulously price for you, and that's right now. Not only from $99.99 is it down now to $39.99. It's been this price before. Maybe you've missed out on it before. It's also been $99.99 before. So when it is £20 interest-free on FlexiPay, that's the time to order. Your item number is 496967 on the screen all the time for you. Still to come, by the way, if you've always wanted a memory foam topper on your bed, on your single, on your double, on your king, that's on the show as well. You get on the website, you can get hold of those. Also your downland pillows, they're on the show for you. So if you've been waiting for those, away you go. Do check out your baskets nice and early on everything. This is what it's all about, isn't it? Look, you're just hugging it to yourself.
It is exactly what it's all about. You can see how it drapes over me. If you're looking directly at me, you can see how that weight of those beads just drapes over your body. So if you are someone at the end of a day who finds it difficult to sit still, if you're a bit frenetic, if just kind of constantly buzzing, just a lovely sense of someone touching your legs, or if you wrapped it around your body, someone giving you a hug. And that's all it's about. It's this deep touch pressure therapy, loads that you can read about on the internet about gravity blankets, weighted blankets, deep touch pressure therapy, so much that you can have a look at to see why these were devised in the first place. Quite inspirational, actually.
And I feel like one of the first things you said was about being like tucked in by your parents when you're younger. It's a lovely, lovely thought, isn't it? You don't have to tuck it in around yourself. So I get that. The construction sort of just mould naturally, just drapes and like forms, doesn't it? Not constructive or constrictive even. Maybe that's the word I was thinking of. But just beautifully, naturally, just drapes over you.
That's exactly it. And you're right. When we were little, we had someone to do that for us. It's not quite the same doing it yourself with a blanket, but you don't need to with the weighted blanket because it's doing. I mean, you can see there how it is literally. If I give it a shake so that it reforms, you can see how it literally folds and moulds around my shape.
Oh, divine. As we mentioned on the website, you can find all sorts of different reviews and things, but actually, people have already ordered it. It's wonderful getting it at $39.99. You can read the reviews as you're checking out your baskets. Right, Bordersman1 watched Peter Simon talking about his experiences regarding the weighted blanket, and I decided to give it a try, as I'm a very poor sleeper. The blanket arrived, and I have to say the quality of my sleep has definitely improved quite considerably. The blanket itself is very comfortable, providing a secure feeling when it is draped around you on the bed. I now look forward to bedtime as I feel much more refreshed when I wake up every morning. Definitely worth a buy. Thank you, Ideaworld, especially for the bargain price. I tell you what, that line at the top there, the blanket arrived, I say the quality of my sleep has definitely improved quite considerably, and you can try it as well. You've got your 60-day money-back guarantee. That means get it home, get it out of that wonderful presentation bag, put it on your bed, sleep under it for weeks and weeks and weeks. You absolutely can do that as well. Right, here's a chance for you to get your name on yours, and then it's being delivered to your door ASAP for £20 on FlexiPay. As I mentioned, there's so much luxury bedding available for you. We've got the toppers on this show. We've also got pillows on this show. We've also got some cool touch elements as well that you might just be interested in. Have a look at this.
Hello, welcome to Ideaworld. I'm Sally Jackson. Welcome to the cooling gel pillow. Woo! Is it hot at the moment? Yes, it is. We've just hit summer. This is going to be an exceptional piece of kit. You've got the cooling pillow gel. It's a twin pack coming in at only $9.99. And so this is going to cool that pillow down. But also think about it. The sunbed in the back garden. You could use it in. You could use it for your pets. You could use it in wheelchairs if you're out and about for day trips, etc. This is naturally cooling gel. Soothes and cools for maximum comfort. You can use the pillow or cushion as a mat for extra cooling. You can refrigerate before use. Wow, no need for water or refilling. Portable and travel size, and sleep directly on cooling gel pillow for maximum cooling. You might not be going abroad this year, but you will be next year, and I'll tell you something, that is excellent by the pool as well. 467153, you're looking at $9.99 only plus your P&P. Go and get it.
It's indeed £9.99 today if you want to get hold of yours. OK, let's talk new stock. Let's talk new products. That's exactly what we've got here, launching this Monday morning as well. We are talking Downland memory foam toppers. Now, let's talk straight away. We were talking about this before the show. There are 2.5 centimetres. Why wouldn't you go for the 5 centimetres? Because that is like our optimum aim. That's the dream. That's the goal, right? To get a 5 centimetre topper on any mattress.
Yeah, definitely. If you're buying a new mattress, which is a huge investment piece, obviously, then you're aiming for the deepest amount of memory foam on the top, because that's going to give you the contouring, the pressure relieving. So you might have already just bought yourself a new mattress and you think, I'm not going to be buying a new memory foam mattress. Or maybe your mattress is kind of on the way out, but you can't afford a new mattress. This is going to give you that absolute luxury and comfort that you need when it's getting into that deep sleep that's so important. And memory foam helps with that, because you get the instant comfort which sends you to sleep, and then you get the cushioning that keeps you asleep.
This is brand new. We literally got it out this morning. It absolutely settles onto your bed as well. 3 sizes for you to pick from, whether it's single, double or king. They are all in stock for you. They are all reduced in price, and also you've got flexi pay galore. So for example, if you want the single, 537-414. If you'd like to go for the double, 537-415. Or if you've got a king-size bed, lucky folk, 437-416 is your item number. On the screen for you is that double. 3 interest-free flexi payments, as well as a monetary discount from 120 for just over £28. Again, delivered to your door. Again, 60-day money-back guarantee. 537-415. And Shona, the number one reason that I bought a memory foam topper was because, well, actually 2 reasons. One was because I've worked here for 10 years. I know, I get it. I understand memory foam. Wonderful. If you're not still sure, we'll tell you all about it. But 2, I couldn't afford a full memory foam mattress.
Well, there you go. Absolutely. You know, a topper of any type is going to make a bad mattress good. It's going to make a good mattress amazing. And it's going to make you feel like you are sleeping in a hotel. So whatever state your mattress is in, you are going to get a real benefit from this. Now, of course, memory foam, you touched on that, was made originally in the 1970s by NASA to comfort and give a pressure relief to astronauts going through the G-force and into orbit. Then it went into the medical profession, and they used it in hospitals. So they use it if you're unfortunately going to be in bed for a long time in a hospital, or burn victims, because it's so important that you never get pressure points. And that's the big thing that happens with memory foam, is you have absolutely no pressure points there. It just evens out and distributes your body weight perfectly. You never have to search for comfort with memory foam. The comfort comes to you. It literally contours and comforts every part of your body.
It is an instant result, isn't it? If you ever do, stayed in a hotel, that side of things, and one of their USPs is memory foam.
Yes.
Or whether you've gone round those bed shops and you lie on the one, you're like, I am not moving from here ever again. You just sink into it and have a wonderful, relaxing time. You think, actually, no, I've got to get up and go to work at some point. That's the experience you get at home, whether it's your single bed, your double bed, your king-size bed, all reduced in price this morning. And as you perfectly mentioned, I haven't got 100% memory foam at home. I've got a sprung mattress because it's an affordable one that I could afford.
Yeah.
So then to make that and get all of those benefits that I wanted, that I've seen people talking about on this channel.
Well, you've basically created yourself a hybrid mattress, and there's plenty of hybrid mattresses on the market where you've got a sprung central core, and then you've got a memory foam topper built into the mattress. But what you've done is you've bought yourself a sprung mattress and made it into a hybrid by putting your layer of memory foam on the top.
And you can do the same for like £28 this morning, again, delivered to your door. I mean, we've all tried to, if you're moving house, for example, or maybe it's a loved one. I know a lot of people purchase these for their parents. Maybe it's a single bed thing now. Maybe it's a double bed, maybe it's a king size, whatever size of bed it is. But whatever size it is, again, it feels like that individual element. So your side will comfort to you. My side, for example, comforts to me. I think it's really, really interesting how that works.
Well, yeah, because it's bespoke. Because memory foam, unlike what I thought when I first bought memory foam, I thought I had to remember how I wanted to sleep in it and kind of slide in to a CSI shape.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's the memory foam remembers itself. So it bounces back to its original shape. So you're absolutely right, Dan. It is about being a perfect and bespoke night's sleep every single time. So if it was on your guest bed as well, for example, every time someone comes to stay, it's going to give them a fresh and bespoke night's sleep.
I think it's incredibly exciting that you can get one home right now. And again, 60-day money-back guarantee. So 100%, get it out, roll it out, sleep on it, sleep on it, sleep on it. Imagine having a memory foam topper and that weighted blanket arriving at the same time. Can you imagine what your sleep is going to become, or your other half as well? All you need to know is which size is your bed. Is it a single bed you're going for? Maybe it's a nan or a grandma or your grandfather's bed, for example, or your dad's. Maybe it's yours, for example. Single, double, king, they are all reduced in price. You can get a king-size topper, a king-size memory foam topper for £31.66. And also, by the way, they all come with that Jacquard Air Layer cover, which is also a very important factor. And washable, absolutely, quite right. So, your items are on the screen, 100%. Check out your baskets. Go online, idaworld.tv. This morning, idaworld.tv, you can absolutely get hold of yours. So, we've done the blanket side of things. You've got your topper fitting on any of your size of beds you've got. The only last bit is the pillows. And we're in luck.
And we are in luck because we've got our beautiful memory foam downland pillows here with that air layer jacquard cover as well. Look at the loft on that pillow. It's amazing. Now, loft is important because that's what gives us the support between our neck and our head. So that's what we talk about, is this area here when we're thinking about that. So whether you sleep on your back or your side, this is the perfect kind of pillow for you because you've got that depth. Memory foam, as it will do on your topper, reacts to heat and pressure, but you never lose your support with this pillow. I'm going to use a bowling ball to kind of illustrate the weight of a human head there, and you can see that it's contouring around the human head, around the bowling ball. Yeah. So it's giving us the comfort, it's giving us the support and the pressure relief, but we're not losing our support. It's not flattening down. You know, if you are using a hollow fibre pillow, you might be waking up in the night, you might be folding it over, trying to get that kind of loft again. The other thing with feather and down is that the reason it's so lofty is that the quills of the feathers are interlocking together and holding layers of air. If you think about birds' feathers, that's how they get off the ground. They get the air in between their feathers. So when you lie on it over time, you're eventually going to expel all that air, and eventually you're just lying on two pieces of cotton.
Yes.
With the feathers on either side of your face.
This isn't what I signed up for.
Yeah, and again, you're waking up in the night, punching it, trying to get that loftiness. You're never going to find that with memory foam. That loftiness, that support stays there all the time. But you can see the contouring around the heavy part, which is your head.
You know what? Whatever the reason is that you're not sleeping, and it's funny, isn't it, Shona? Because we all blame all sorts of different things. Maybe it's been years and years and years, and you're just like, I'm just not a good sleeper. My husband's never had a good night. It's just how he is. It's just how he's programmed. Or anything like, maybe it's a job thing or a stressing or whatever it is as well. Maybe it's an ailment thing, sports, gyms, anything like that. Oh yeah, I was doing that. I was sitting funny at work. All these things. It can all come down to your sleep. And Shona, I don't want to pretend like I'm not an expert in this, but also I have been here for 10 years, and so I've spoken to you a lot as well, and I've seen an awful lot of these shows, and an awful lot of these things can be addressed for what you do for most of your life in a straight line, which is sleeping. So if you can sort your bed out through a topper, through a pillow, through a blanket, all of these things may well aid your sleep. And then, so why wouldn't you?
No, exactly. I mean, it's got a kind of really posh word of sleep hygiene. you know.
Yeah.
And that's not about your bedding being clean every night. It's about the hygienic area for you to get into that best night's sleep. And I always have the analogy of my phone that I plug in at the wall.
Yeah.
When I plug my phone in at night, I plug it in and I make sure it's switched on to recharge the battery, because if it's not, all those apps that I want to run the next morning, my maps and my diary and my emails, all those things, they're not going to work for me. And it's exactly the same with your sleep, with our body. If we don't recharge the battery overnight, we ain't going to be any good in the morning.
Hey, listen, what if it works? What if it works for you? If you're thinking, for 50 years, Dan, I've never had a good night's sleep, I just don't get... What if it works? What if it does? What if it helps you? Whether it's the topper, the pillows, or that weighted blanket, by the way. If it makes a difference, why not try it? If it doesn't, send it back. And all you need to part with is the FlexiPay, whichever item you're talking about. 60-day money-back guarantee. So let's get our orders in ASAP, because the sooner you order, the sooner it's delivered to your home, the sooner you're putting it on your bed and you're sleeping on it or under it. Idealworld.tv is the website. Here's a little minute for you to check out your baskets, and then we're straight back for more with myself and Shona after this.
Hello, welcome to Ideal World. I'm Sally Jacks, and welcome to a really, really good deal on our hand sanitizer. We're actually now only